Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good late night from everybody from all over the world. And from my side, from Los Angeles, it's good evening. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? It is such a wonderful day today, and after a very long time, coming back to you all from my own backyard makes me feel very good. And it definitely was in the winter time, it's one of the finest day in LA. And I just thought I decided to just go from my own backyard, and that is our swimming pool. I'm just sitting in front of it, and it feels really wonderful and really good. Just wanted to know everybody is able to hear me okay, and my voice is all right. So just wanted to make sure that I have the microphone set up. Just wanted to make sure that I'm audible and you are able to hear me properly. And it's been a very long time. And after I started the Spring Nectar TV, my life, I think, got switched backward. And I am, kind of working more than 24 hours in a day. And it's wonderful. It feels good. At least you are doing something instead of sitting at home and watching TV, and just relax yourself. But I kind of don't get to see you all quite often as I used to be. But again, from January 2022, I have some beautiful events lined up, and I'm going to be coming up, and I'm going to be bringing a lot of celebrities, a lot of wonderful people to share their experiences, their music, their artistic talents with you all. And it's going to start very soon. So I'm very excited for you. I just wanted to just share a little bit about that. So let's see how we are doing with all our beautiful audience right here. Hello, Krishnan. It's Mangla here. Hi, Mangla. How are you? Hello, Sundari Radha. Wonderful to see you. Good morning to you too, Ma. And doing all well. Thank you so much. And heavy rains here. I know I've been seeing the Chennai rains, and even in Kerala, I think, in all over the southern part of India and part of the northern part of India, the rain has been. I mean, people, instead of going in a car and motorcycles and auto rickshaws, they are actually going in boats, and it's very devastating to see that. To tell you all the truth, my son is also there, but he has been kind of traveling now. The music industry has popped up again back, and he has been performing. He is one of the key performers with the Benny Dial, and I think their performance is lined up. And from I think last week, every single day they have been performing. Yesterday they had a performance in Mumbai, and today they had in they are going to have, I think, in Calcutta again. They're going to Bangalore, and they've been kind of doing a lot, and I don't even know how it is. Luckily he is out of Chennai, and but fortunately and unfortunately, I feel so, I have an entire family of mine still living in Chennai, and I hear that the southern part of India is like a very, very badly hit. And I'm really sorry if any one of you in here is like affected by that. Please let me know. If at all I can do is like I can arrange you to stay in my family's places, so wherever it's not affected, that's the maximum I can do being here. And I'm in LA, so I don't know what else I can do. But any kind of situations or any kind of support, please let me know. I will try to arrange for you all so that you can be in a safer environment. So let's see how we are doing. Satyapriya Krishnan, wonderful to see you after a long time, Ma. Nandini Subramaniam, Hari Om to you too. And I see Shubha Sriram joined in. Good to see you after a very long time. Wish you had a wonderful Deepavali. Yes, I had a great Diwali, and it was a phenomenal. And unfortunately, the fireworks are not allowed here in the US, as most of the homes are built in wood. Especially in Southern California, or California, as a matter of fact. But we didn't do much of the fireworks, but we had a wonderful, it's all about eating food, lots and lots of food. So we had a good time. Thank you so much for asking. And Kavita Anand, good to see you, Mom. And Arasu, after a long time, I'm great to see you too. Happy to get back to you again. Ganesh Kumar Harihara, good evening to you, and all the best. So Varun started getting his big fan club again, and Arasu is saying, how are you? How's your family? Family is good. Arasu, thank you so much, and a safe, happy Children's Day. Oh yes, that I was going to come, and that's a phenomenal, beautiful day. In India, it's already 14th, but I live in backward. Unfortunately, time wise, we are still on the 13th evening. And a happy Children's Day to every single one of you who live in India and other part of the world, which is already the 14th. Vidya Pandey, beautiful to see you, looking very pretty. Thank you so much, Vidya. I appreciate it. And Geeta Srinivasan, wonderful to see you, ma. Hope Aishwarya is doing well and the family is doing good. And phenomenal, phenomenal. And Satyapriya is giving a beautiful, um, lots of love. And Nandini Subramaniam, my Lord, guide all the participants to accept whatever comes their way happily and gracefully. That is what it is. See, that's what I would say, because the Tambura is going to be one of a Tambura competition. We have been kind of running for the entire year. Like we started last end of October, so we went through several I would say rounds, preliminary round, and semi-final, no, preliminary round and intermediate round and semi-final and finals, and finally the RTP and then thematic, that was the last round. And so most of the time, some of the people didn't even get through after the first rounds. I mean, we started off with more than 1,000 people who applied for this competition. And then, so later on, it reduced when we went to the second round. And so some people dropped off, some people still fought for it, some people came back, and then, they wanted to try, because it is not an easy job. Getting a tambura means it shouldn't be one of the easiest, things. Oh, hey, of course, everybody can afford to buy a tambura. We are living in the century that, money is not a big deal to buy a tambura. But the thing is, winning is something. Winning the tambura, you have to have the potential to fight for it, to win it. So that's what it is. Out of all these 1,000 people, or more than 1,000 people, or it could be more or less, but it was very possible for everyone to buy one, and probably you all have one at home too. But the thing is, fighting for it, it is all about being in there, and trying to do what you have to do, to be a champion, to hold the very last one in your hand. That is what we were all here, right? To be a champion, I think you have to see a big picture. That's what I heard. It's not about winning or losing. It's about every day is a hard work, and about thriving on the challenge. Every single round is a challenge, and how you can, some people after the first round they dropped off. Some people after the second round they dropped off. Some came up to the third round and dropped off. Some came up to the finals round, and even they said after the finals, when I announced, hey, there is going to be, when there are more than 10 people in a group that they are equal powered, I have to make sure that to find that one person. So that's what happened in the finals round. So almost more than 10 people, the judges said that they are pretty good. So we have to run another round. So that is what is the round right now, which is RTP, which is Ragam Tanam Pallavi. And then for like for dancers, they cannot do also any other art form. They cannot do the Ragam Tanam Pallavi. So we gave an option for the other artists, thematic performance. So, it is one of those things. And during that time, a lot of beautiful singers who really did an amazing job in the finals dropped off because they didn't want to prolong it any further. So, but the thing is, it's all about fighting till the end and staying in the place and being part of it till the end. So that is what it is. So the last six people who fought till the end is what we have today. We are going to be selecting the one top person to find out who that is. It's going to happen very, very soon. Our current reality is defined by just one word. We all know that. Uncertainty. What is that one word? That is it. Uncertainty. We do not know what is, where for all of us. This word which dominates the current headlines, and global conversations. You go any topic, anywhere, any country, any city, you go and talk uncertainty, because unfortunately that is what we are living in the current times. you know the entire globe is talking about it. It sums up the air of abstraction and mystery surrounding the coronavirus, based on the background is only that virus, which has infected thousands and thousands and millions and trillions of people around the globe, across the nation, and everywhere in every part of the world. And even when we talk all the recommended steps or protocols to keep ourselves and our loved ones safe and secured, many of us are still left wrestling with overwhelming feelings of powerlessness towards this. We are still covering ourselves to walk around. How do we approach a challenge when we have never seen anything quite like it before? We never seen anything like this in our life. And how can we overcome when we do not even know the full scope of this task? There is nothing scarier than not knowing. If we know what to do, we will do it, but we do not know what to do. So all they said was cover yourself. And later on, they found the medication for that. Hey, go and get your the shots. And we all went and got the shots, and some of them are still struggling after they got the shots. I mean, whatever the world knows, the scientists know, whatever the officials say, we follow everything, but still the uncertainty is there in the air. When we lack control over a situation, there is no clear path to moving forward in strength. Diving into uncertainty and weathering the storm may be the only option, and still be overcome somehow or other. But fortunately, we found a solution, and it's a lot better than before. And why I'm bringing this at this time is because all these competitions and all these ideas that we are presenting it today, for the past 2 years, I would say, is due to the fact that the coronavirus, it brought us all together. We are looking to wise figures throughout the history to remind ourselves that we can overcome anything in life, even fears that loom larger than any challenge we have previously faced. Like we heard in Buddha's time, that's the reason he went to China, because he knew all these uh, natural medicines from India. And during that time in China, there was a similar infection or whatever, people were dying. He went there to cure them. I mean, there is a lot of similar things in the past history, but we all have to take the best from the past history, which gives us the resilience and the strength, right? As I would say, Martin Luther King said, if you can't fly, then run. And if you cannot run, then walk. And if you cannot walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. So I would take that as a biggest advice in any kind of criteria, especially during this time. We don't want to be sitting in one place. Hey, this hit the world, and I'm going to be just sitting at home. And all the adults are like saying, hey, work from home. All the children, okay, go to school from home, and do nothing. Instead, we really came a long way to do what we have done. And this is amazing. And I really thank every single one of you to be part of it, and to walk with me all the way till today. Yes, that's what we are all doing for the past year. How many, like almost little more than 2 years, but keep moving. Everybody is keep moving with something or other. But we fortunately took the art, fine arts, music, dance, art, and everything, and we started moving with that, and which is a positive, very positive attitude, I would say. And I'm very proud and honored to be part of that with all of you. Moved, we all moved together, with the whichever way possible, if you knew singing, you sang. If you knew instrumental, you played. If you knew dance, you danced. But I enjoyed hosting you all, to the world, and the worldwide audience were enthralled with all your talents, and that's what matters, and this Tambura competition, is one of them. And as we all know, why I'm talking about all this is this is one of them. And my decision to move forward made me decide to do what I did, and made you all to become part of it. And all of your participation, thousands and thousands of people, like in the past 2 years with the different you know, competitions or different initiatives that I did, like every single one, participated. You made this a monumental event, and this is one of the best things we all got together and tried to do. And all our worldwide audiences, of course, are moving forward, kept moving you all past several levels, and brought, I brought the last six of you, let me say the names: Kanyakumari, V, Hrudayesh, Krishnan, Sanika Pandey, Varun, Sadhana, and Revati, all of you, it brought you all together till the end for the past 1 year. Of course, how much of practice you guys probably put. I mean, probably you guys are capable, though you didn't even put that much practice. But I know as a musician how much of practice, hard work, it takes in order for you to come to the very last level. And I definitely, definitely appreciate for your participation. Without giving up, you fought till the end to come to this level. And I'm very, very, very proud of you. And finally, the last one is going to be the one who is going to be awarded as number one Tambura winner. But I wanted to make sure, the rest of the five winners will definitely be walking out with pride for their hard work, for their dedication, and for their strength and tough journey to stay till the end. That itself was, there are five other, participants. Still, you worked very hard to come till the end, and without giving up. That's what it is. Even in the last, we all know how many beautiful musicians. I mean, the final rounds had wonderful musicians, wonderful singers, wonderful dancers. But when we came to the very last RTP and the thematic presentation, some of them couldn't, withheld, and they have to drop off because, that matters too. And it doesn't matter what kind of talents we have. Sometimes, holding on to it till the end matters, to find who is going to be the last one. Napoleon once said, courage isn't having the strength to go on, but it is going on when you do not have the strength. How, what a wisdom, isn't it? I can't believe it. I mean, I don't know how these great people had these kind of ideas in their brain. When we long for life without difficulties, remind us that that oak tree, grows very strong in contrary winds, and the diamonds are made under a lot of pressure. So we do need that kind of strength and that kind of pressure, that kind of pain, in order to finally take away the happy moment. That's what I would say. We do not have to become heroes or stars overnight. I'm not saying within this year, you just work hard and become a hero or become a star, but just a simple step at a time, meeting each thing that comes on our path, comes up on our way, seeing it is not as dreadful as it appeared, discovering, we have the strength to stare it down, and every time, and that is what it's very important, when you do over and over and over these similar patterns again and again, it becomes a habit, and that positive habit makes you a hero or a star at a later time. It's not about, like, hey, it's too tough at this time, or I have probably I have exams, or probably, what, this is too much for me. I mean, this little competition is almost going over a year and I can't deal with this anymore. It can be anything. Or, what, my mom and dad, don't want me to do it anymore, or I myself do not want to do it anymore. You can have several reasons to drop off. But the thing is, standing till the end, what it matters. And these six people, I wanted all of you to join hands with me to give a big round of applause for all these six phenomenal presenters, for staying till the end for the entire year. And I would definitely appreciate everyone joining me to give them the big round of applause. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You are able to say to yourself, I lived through this difficult time or situation, or in this case, yet another round, round after round after round, like you can take the time, or you can take the next thing that comes along. And that's how all these six of you guys, stood till the end. Permanence, perseverance, and persistence in spite of all the obstacles, discouragements, and impossibilities. That is you six. And I am very, very, very proud of all of you for that. Life is to be lived, not to be controlled. You lived all your life, all this 1 year, you lived your life, and it was beautiful to see. You lived what you wanted to live for. Of course, you have many other things other than what you did in this competition, but still you lived through this. You survived through the entire thing. And like I wanted to say, sometimes, the one of the performers, and from a place, he had to come outside his house, so the internet is not that great, and then it drops off every time. It drops off, and then when he performed, it'll just go away, and he used to get panic. And I was like, don't worry. And I gave him enough time. Come back, it's okay, nobody is going to judge you because you got dropped off. And he came back again every single time it dropped, and it made him come all the way through this minute right now for this last episode. And then there was another, I mean, I wanted to just talk, I don't want to mention anybody's name. These are all that these last six people went through in their lives, when they were performing throughout this year. And there is another young girl, when she was learning, at one point, her teacher couldn't, like moving somewhere, so she didn't have a teacher to continue, and she was not in the level, especially when it came up to the ragam tanam pallavi level. She was not in that level, and she didn't know what to do. So she said that I'm going to stay strong, I'm going to learn, and I'm going to learn what ragam tanam pallavi is, and from somebody, and then I'm going to still present it. How amazing. That really inspired me. You are not in the advanced level, you do not know, you never heard of ragam tanam pallavi, or you never tried. At least you probably heard, but you never tried ragam tanam pallavi. But you still, and your teacher wasn't there, unfortunately, because for her personal things she had to move somewhere. So she found a possibility to find somebody to teach her the ragam tanam pallavi, learnt it, every nuance of how to present it, and still presented it. And it doesn't matter whether she was an amazing, advanced level musician or not, but the enthusiasm and the fight and the readiness she had is what brought her today. And so I do not want any one of you to walk away without the tambura. But unfortunately, I can afford to have only one top a performer, and the rest of you will walk out with, I promise you, the rest of you will walk out with something. I will guarantee you that. And it doesn't have to be always the tambura, but this is the this is the recommendation or the love for the art. What is the love you had for this art, the enthusiasm you had for this performance, and the strength and the fight you stood to fight all the way till the end. Those kind of positivity you had in you will definitely have you walk out with something today. So I will guarantee you, even though, but the judges, I gave them a very strict protocol, and they came up with one last performer and who will walk away with the tambura. The rest of the five will still walk away with something, and I will let you know what it is very soon. And in the meantime, I also wanted to let you know that I'm going to be bringing all the performers. I think one of the performers probably she didn't see, or she's not well. I'm not sure, but she couldn't make it. I'm still trying to contact her from the morning. But the rest of the five performers are with me. I'm going to be bringing one after another, so you will know who are all there. I'm going to bring Sadhana Sriram from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, who played a beautiful keyboard. I'm going to be bringing her on stage. Hi, Sadhana. How are you, Ma?
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing very good. Are you excited?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Awesome. Let's all join together, put our fingers together, and give her a big round of applause for being the tough fighter till the end.
Thank you.
Congratulations for being with me today, Kanama.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity, ma'am.
Of course, with pleasure, Kanama. So next we have Hridayesh or Krishnan from Trivandrum, and I'm going to be bringing Hridayesh on stage. Hi, Hridayesh. How are you, Kanna?
Namaste, ma'am. I'm fine. How about you?
I'm doing very good. It's a beautiful day here, and how is it in Kerala? Is it
It's a,
still raining?
it's actually a rainy day today.
I know. I heard in Chennai and Kerala is like taking over, with the rain, and is it very bad? And you guys are okay?
Yes, ma'am. We are okay here.
Awesome, awesome. Very nice. Happy to hear that.
Thank
Wonderful. And next, I'm going to be bringing um, the Kanyakumari from Coimbatore. Hi, Kanyakumari. How are you, Ma?
Hi ma'am, how are you? I'm fine.
I'm doing very good. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம் உன்னை பார்க்கறதுல. கோயம்புத்தூர்ல எல்லாம் எப்படி இருக்கு மழை?
Ma'am, it is little bit okay.
It's okay. That's good. That's good to hear. So I'm very very happy to know that you guys are all doing okay in Coimbatore, but Chennai is really. I mean, I think it's controlled now. It's getting better in Chennai, but still, still a lot of cities are, like a. With water, I guess. So let me see. Next, I wanted to bring Varun Shivakumar from Singapore. Hi, Varun. How are you, Kanna?
Namaskaram, ma'am. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing very good. How is everything? How is Singapore? Any rains?
Good. It's fine here. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Awesome. And I have one more person who is with the Sanika Pandey from California, but she's not in my city, and we still have to take a flight to go to their part of the California. California, the size of California is almost the size of India. So she lives in Northern California, and I live in Southern California. So I'm going to be bringing. I never met her yet. So pretty soon we will. But hi, Sanika. I'm going to be bringing her. Hi, Sanika. How are you, Ma?
Namaste. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very good. Very happy to see you all. And Revati, unfortunately, is not there. I'm not sure why. And she's an adult, and I really thought she could join us today too. So these are the five people who stood till the end. As I mentioned, every single one of them is from different parts of the world. Of course, Sadhana Sriram is from Chennai and Tamil Nadu, And Kanyakumari is still from Tamil Nadu, but Coimbatore is like a far away from Chennai. So she's from the other part of Tamil Nadu. And Hrudayesh, of course, is from Kerala. It's a different state. And Varun, of course, is from Singapore. And I can't believe this happened this way. Usually, there will be like a four Chennaites and two or three, Keralites, and at least, like a two or three, from US, from different parts of the US and stuff like that. But every single one of you is very unique, and that you guys are all from different parts of the world. I'm very proud and honored. And before I start, I want you guys all to make sure that this is not about winning or losing. And you are all aware of it, right? But the tough fight you put with, that is what matters. I wanted the audience, I wanted you guys to give a big round of applause for all these participants for their tough journey, all this one whole year they put up with. It's not a easy joke. Every single time I'll come up with, okay, this is this round, and these things are going to be there. And then, okay, this is like a improvisation round. I give them like a few weeks, and within that few weeks they have to come up with something. And then the next round is, okay, this is like whatever it is. It's like I gave them hard time. It was not a easy journey, right? What do you guys think? I handled it, right? What do you guys think? This is not a singing time or performing time. This is for you guys to talk. So why don't you guys tell what you felt? Okay, let me go one by one. How about Hrudayesh? Tell me what you felt about this whole year. Oh gosh, it's boring. Rose Auntie is giving another round. Is that what it is?
Actually speaking, ma'am, the first rounds were actually normal, but the other rounds, the coming rounds were much challenging.
Right.
And the last two rounds were really very challenging.
Yes.
That Kacheri round and the RTP round. The RTP was actually a very high level, actually a very high level thing for me. So I had a chance to actually go deep into this subject called RTP in Carnatic music. So I feel very happy for that, because through this competition only I was able to go deep into that subject, and
Awesome.
it was very challenging for me.
Very good. Very nice. I'm very happy. I thought like, okay, whatever. I know this. I mean, you just told us and we did, and it's not that. So you learned something out of it. See, that is what I want. I wanted you guys to take something with you. It's not like just an experience alone. It's just, several of them dropped off in the last round because, hey, I'm not in that level. I just don't want to try it. Many of them are beautiful singers, beautiful dancers, beautiful artists. And then they said that I'm not in that level. But the thing is, you wanted to jump deep into it. And I'm not in that level, but I am willing to learn that level. And that is what, that is what makes you guys very unique and very special. You came up to the last tough level. I'm very, very happy to hear that, Hrudayesh. And then Kanyakumari, tell me about yourself, ma. What did you feel about the whole 1 year experience?
I speaking about the last round RTP, I never knew what was RTP, and I just heard in one or two concerts about it. It was totally a new thing for me. I listened to many artists recording for that and keep on listening day and night so I could prepare for it, and it was very challenging for me. And I want to thank everyone for providing this opportunity and supporting me. Till the end, I was very nervous, like how will I make it? And I feel very proud and honored to be part of this. And I really thank Spring Nectar to organize this so that I could learn something new which I never experienced. Thank you, ma'am.
Beautiful. Very, very, very nice. Phenomenal. I'm very happy to hear that. See, that is what I wanted to hear, positivity about it. Like several of them, dropped off, like, hey, I can't do that. I mean, this is too much for me. But the thing is, I thought you guys, whoever participated, all knew about it. Only one person said that it's, I haven't been there, but I wanted to try it. But none of you guys said. So I thought you guys all know about it. So you jumped into it. Hey, I can do it. But knowing that you all tried it for the first time, I get goosebumps hearing that. Very, very happy to hear that. Phenomenal, phenomenal. Awesome. And Varun, tell me about your experience this whole year.
I think throughout this entire 1 year, it's definitely been a lot of learning. And first, I'd like to thank you and my gurus and my parents for always, supporting me and encouraging me. And as like, as a, I guess, a young kind of teen child who has much experience in like the circuit, especially the last round, the like thematic production. And because in the initial, because I came till finals in both music and dance, it was like kind of like I had to put as much effort in music as into dance.
Right.
So and then I finally chose dance at the end, and because I chose to present one of the like a hard piece in a repertoire such as the Varnam, I really learned a lot. With I practice, how am I going to portray that production so that even a non-dancer can
Mhm.
even understand what it is. And I don't think if I didn't participate in this competition, I would have put so much introspection and thought into my dance. And
Amazing, amazing. That's really beautiful. Varun is one of them who got selected in both vocals as well as dance till the last round. And then in the last round, I wanted to give the equal opportunity for every participant. So I told them, of course, many of them are, talented in many different categories, but you can pick only one. Some of them implemented that only one into different aspects. Varun is the one who picked dance over with a lot of heart feeling, and he didn't want to give up the music, but still he had to give up something, so he gave up the singing part in order to he was a beautiful, phenomenal dancer. He really did an amazing job at presenting himself. He took the theme Shiva and presented several aspects of Shiva Tandavam, and several of them, which was really beautiful. And you did an amazing job on that, Varun. And I'm really proud of you that it also gave you the learning experience in what you have done. And one more thing, okay, Revati ji is also here. She just joined probably. I was a little worried she wasn't there. I'm going to bring her on stage as well. Hello, Revati ji. How are you, ma?
Namaskaram. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was not having dialing because
Of
all the
course.
communications were coming from Gayatri.
Okay, okay,
So
amma.
just now I contacted her and got the link. Thank you,
Little
Ma.
bit.
Thank you.
Of course, with
And
pleasure, ma.
you are doing a very wonderful job.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
the
you
best.
so much. Thank you. Thank you. And I just
Thank
brought
you.
all of you guys together. So I'm just asking one after another உங்களோட எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ். நான் இப்பதான் 3 பேர் முடிச்சிருக்கேன். அது வரைக்கும் ஒரு
Yeah,
2 நிமிஷம் வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. I'll finish the rest of them. I'll come back to you.
sure, sure. Yeah, I
Awesome.
have been watching. Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And Sanika, it's your turn.
It's definitely been challenging, but I, uh, I mean, with the support of like my gurus and my parents and you, obviously, and the accompanists, I've been able to like come out the other end, and sort of like feel accomplished at what I've achieved. Yes, it's been a great experience. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. How many times you practiced with the accompanist?
I didn't. It was sort of just
You
like
guys just shot the video without even one practice. How
Right.
lovely.
Yeah, they came a little early and we went over some of the more challenging parts and then we recorded. Yeah. But
Awesome. Awesome.
yeah, they also very busy, so we couldn't find a time to practice beforehand. So
Of course, I know. One of your violin players was the platinum winners in my previous competition. I noticed. I was very happy to see her in there too. So
mhm.
very nice, very nice. And Sadhana, it's your turn now.
Yeah, it was. I had a wonderful time throughout the whole year, and it was a very memorable experience. I did face a lot of challenges.
What kind of challenge? Let's hear that. That's what I wanted to hear. Lot of challenge. What challenge I would know.
Well, the Ragam Tanam Pallavi was probably the most challenging for me because I didn't have anyone to teach me at that time, and my guru wasn't available. So I
So
had to learn it
how did
from.
you learn?
I learned it from the violinist who accompanied me. He came over the night before we started recording, and we went over practice for 3 hours. He taught me what it was because we couldn't go through the whole thing. We had only one night, and the next morning was the recording.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should be like a super girl. It's like a Superman. Ragam Tanampalli, even at this age, if I have to perform in a concert, I need to at least sit down and set it up and, practice at least like couple of times in order for me to go into a platform on a stage. But just 3 hours, he came and showed you, and then you performed. How amazing! You are such a superwoman, I would say.
Thank you. But I'm
Awesome.
pretty sure everybody is way better than me at this because I learned it in the last 3 hours that night. He gave me a ragam. We decided upon one ragam, we fixed that. And then he told me how the patterns would go according to each talam and how we had to change speeds. And he gave me the counts. So it's basically like algebra, and it was fun.
Oh my
I
God.
learned that within the last 3 hours, and the next morning he came with the mridangam player, and then we went over it for around half an hour because we had to see how I had to change speeds and how the mridangam artist would do it as well, and then we recorded it, and I was happy that I got it in the first shot. That was
Awesome. Yeah, because most of you guys, one thing I noticed was all of you guys, I would say, when you recorded it, it was not a cheating job. You did not like a record, cut and paste, edited, and this and that. Like if at all that I edited some of the parts and then put it, if you notice it, like when you take a drink and then, in between, like it's a long process. Sometimes after the ragam, sometimes you take a water and something like that. In several, I'm not talking about just sadhana only. I'm talking about most of you. I edited myself with all those things, but you guys did an amazing job, nonstop. Like doing the whole thing. That was pretty phenomenal. I'm very, very proud of all of you. In fact, to tell you the truth, awesome. And Revati ji, it's your turn now. What is your experience in this whole 1 year presenting this concert? I mean, presenting.
Yeah, it was really interesting. And see, after a very long time, I was practicing all the songs, recollecting everything. Really a nice experience. When I was working in the bank, I used to participate in the Carnatic music competitions on our banks, on behalf of our bank, in the
Mhm.
interbank competitions. So those
Mm.
days, I used to participate, and for within 10 minutes, we have to present a song with Ragam, Narvel, and Swara.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I had for months together. I used to practice, and only when I'm confident, I will go and sit in the stage. So for the past 1 year, you have given me a chance to practice everything and recollect all my memories of old competitions, and it was really nice. And the last ultimate Ragam Tanam Pallavi, I have not presented in the concerts, but we had in MA music, we had in the university about 13 years back. I passed my MA music,
Oh,
so that
you went
I recollect all
MA.
this.
You
Yeah,
did MA music.
I recollect all the.
You
Yeah,
did MA
I
music
did
there.
my B music and M music in Madras University. M
Oh,
music
Madras.
also. Yeah,
Which
master's
year?
degree.
Which year?
Madras, 2008.
அப்போ நீங்க எனக்கு ஜூனியர் பா. நாங்களாம் ரொம்ப சீனியர்.
Oh.
Because I am
No,
from
no, no.
Madras
See, I
University.
was very late, I
Okay,
was
okay.
very late. I was working in the bank also, no. So
Right.
we just thought we were giving concerts all those days, but we
Hmm.
wanted to do something, some degree we should get. No, that will be very nice. We will get more. We'll be knowing more songs, and we'll get more experience in music. So
Right.
we thought we can join, and we joined. Myself and the co-singer Mrs. Priya Sri Shankar. We both sing as Miley sisters, and we
Hmm.
both joined, and we attended some 15 days direct classes also. And we did our BSc for B music for 3 years and M music 2 years. And that was in 2008. We came out with a very successful marks and pass. So those things
Beautiful,
I
beautiful.
recollected, and
Wonderful.
I practiced. And yeah, see, just to record in the
யாரெல்லாம்
studio, we
யாரெல்லாம்
had some problems.
Right. Who are all your teachers
Huh?
there when you studied? யார் உங்களோட teachers எல்லாம் யார் இருந்தா?
Teachers, I learned Carnatic music from Sri V.R. Sethuramaiyer, who
இல்ல
was
இல்ல
a
மெட்ராஸ்
disciple of
மெட்ராஸ்
the great
யூனிவர்சிட்டி
Madurai Mani.
மெட்ராஸ் யூனிவர்சிட்டியில யாரெல்லாம்
Madras
டீச்சர்?
University, yeah, she's her name. So
பிரமிளாவா?
she's from okay, no, not Pramila. She's from Queen Mary's College.
ம். ஓ
Just
இவ
I
ராஜஸ்ரீ
forgotten. She's
ராஜஸ்ரீ ராஜஸ்ரீ ராஜஸ்ரீ.
no, no, not Rajashri. And Lalita was the chief at that time. And
Mhm.
her name is some Akhil.
It's okay, not to worry. That's all right. I'm
I
just,
was
I'm just
remembering just
triggering
now.
your memory. I'm triggering your memory. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
she was very good at distance. Yeah, she was guiding us very nicely. And we were learning Pallavi at the time. No, it was very
Beautiful,
nice.
beautiful.
Abhirama Sundari. Her name is
Abhirama
Abhirama
Sundari.
Sundari.
Okay. Abhirama Sundari was my junior. Say hello to her.
Yeah,
Very
yeah, she
beautiful.
only taught us. So, yes. Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. This is
So
a
it was really
really
nice.
amazing. This is really amazing set
To
of
record
six.
in the studio, we had a lot of thinking because of Corona. We were hesitant to call the accompaniments. It was like that, but anyhow, we called some people and without any practice, we didn't. We recorded and sent it. That's all.
Yes, yes, yeah. You did a great job. You all did a great job. Every single one of you did a phenomenal job. As I mentioned, whoever scored, even like a one single percent higher than, um, the last one will only win the Tambura, because this is a tough competition. Because the last competition was, the one before this was, amazingly challenging for the judges, that several of you guys had, great talent. And they were like, I don't think, I can pull off anybody. So they came up with the more than 10 people, and they said that everybody needs to get equal opportunity, because they are all like equal powers. And we said, okay, because we thought the final round is the final round, like we are almost started off with 30 people, right, at that time. And it came up with almost like a 10 to 12 or 15 people. And then out of those 15, several of them backed off because of several reasons. It was due to, hey, I'm not in that level. Some of them said, that this is too much for me. And some of them said, they have like exams. And some of them said even the coronavirus, they don't want to be sitting with the musicians and practicing and stuff. Like, reasons can be anything. But, there were a lot of good artists who backed off. So these are the last six people who stood till the end to fight for the last winning. So I really wanted to. I really wish I can afford six tamburas. I really wish I could afford six tamburas. But the thing is, it's not about affordability. It's about, who is, who won the last. I can't even speak. I was speaking all this time. I feel like, like I'm very emotional. Then, it's not fair, But the thing is, as I mentioned, there is one thing I wanted to make sure to say, that you all are going to be walking out with something. First of all, well, for all the audience, let's give a big round of applause to all these six participants. Very, very big round of applause. And one thing is, yeah, I cannot do this, because you guys know me very well, that if at all there are so many talents, I wanted every talent to be, winning. So I'm going to make you all win. How about that? So let me read the winning right now. I wanted to give the first prize for instrumental, and which goes to Sadhana Sriram, Chennai, for keyboard. It's not Tambura yet, it's a first prize. Let's give a big round of applause. Very big round of applause.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Sadhana. And I wanted to give the first prize to vocals girls category and also multi-talented category. This particular candidate sang and played the violin together. She accompanied her own self. You know how tough of a job that is? And how can I make her walk away without a prize? So she wins the first prize for multi-talent category as well as for her vocals because that's her primary. So let's give a big round of applause to V. Kanyakumari from Coimbatore for her vocals plus for her multi-talent for vocal and violins. Awesome. Kanyakumari, congratulations to you, Ma. Amazing.
Thank
Amazing.
thank you, ma'am.
And I wanted to present the first prize in vocals, the boys and men category, which goes to Hridayesh R. Krishnan from Trivandrum. Hridayesh, congratulations for winning the first prize in this competition.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Amazing. And Hridayesh is, he did a phenomenal job. See, one thing about in this competition is, you know, um, music is about everything put together. Of course, accompanists don't come into consideration because of only the main, uh, presenters are, considered for the competition. But sometimes, even if a little bit here and there, if in somewhere in the violin or a little bit of rhythm goes away from this one, that affects also the performers. But when the judges see, they see the overall. But I very strictly gave the competition is only for the main, performer. So when we put together, when we see all the things together, that also matters. So most of you who is not getting the tambura lost it in only 1 or 2 marks less than the other. That's it. Not like a heavily you drop. That's the reason I wanted all these first prizes to go to you because you worked very hard. You are the winner. I want you to be the winner because you really worked hard. But because of the overall thing, if something is lost, that's not your responsibility. So that cannot be put down as a last priority or the second priority or the third priority. I wanted to give you the first priority. But when we see also those aspects work together, with somebody else, we have to consider that. Even, those, like they did all the other accompanist also did quite well. Then we have to consider also that. So when we see the overall, that marks on here and there, but your talent is what is considered mostly. We never took anybody else's talent into consideration. So I want you guys to, that's the reason you all got the first prize. And I personally thought that you deserve that. And then next I have first prize for dance goes to Varun Shivakumar from Singapore for Bharatanatyam. Varun did an amazing job on his dancing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Some of his bhavams and some of his, இதெல்லாம் வந்து I can't even imagine the way how you presented it. It's amazing. And especially dance is a moving, art. And then with keeping your camera in one place, you try to move at the same time without compromising a lot of things. How you presented was really amazing. And my hats off to you. Beautiful. And you definitely deserve the first prize for your dancing. Awesome job. And I have another one, first prize for adult category, which goes to Revati Sridharan from Chennai. Beautifully done. Very beautifully done. Phenomenal presentation. And everything, was on point. And, your Shruti Shuddham, ellame vandu, it all came so beautifully well. And I'm very
Thank
proud
you.
of you. And let's give a big round of applause to Revati ji for her, phenomenal work. And finally, I have, at last, I would like to announce the winner of the Tambura, Sanika Pandey from California. Let's give a big round of applause. Sanika won the final Tambura. And why I took this long is because I ordered the Tambura from India, and there are a lot of, like ports are all closed here. My Tamburas actually was still sitting in the port. Then I have to order another Tambura via a flight to bring it here in order to present it. And that was the reason it took a while for me to announce the tambura price, because we are in a place where tambura manufacturing is not available, so we have to only order from where it is available, and it is only available in India. And the tambura just arrived. It's in the airport. I didn't go pick it up to show it to you, but I have the picture if you want. And I will like a FedEx it to you. Probably tomorrow I will go to the airport, pick it up, and then send it to you. And the final winner of this competition is Sanika Pandey. And let's give a big round of applause one more time for Sanika and her group. I want you guys to say, was I being fair? And uh, do you think that I was unfair on not my judgment? This is a judgment by all the judges. We had three judges, and we would like to keep them anonymous because they wanted to be anonymous. They openly said it out loud that their names, they didn't want that to be going out on public. And I respect their request, and I wanted to keep it that way. And do you guys think that it was fair? you know always, we all worked hard. You can always say, yeah, fair or unfair. And like everybody's work was phenomenal work. And you may also feel unfair, say, hey, I put the same amount of effort, same amount of hardship. But that was the reason I wanted to give you guys the first prize, because you deserve almost equally well. She was only 2 points higher than the person, one of the first prize winners. Only 2 marks. Only 2 marks. So you were all, like, as I mentioned, you guys are all like equal powers. Like three judges brought the answers to me. I mean, like results to me. I sat down, we calculated, and one of the judges was equal for both of those contestants. I don't want to name the person. The other judge gave two other people same equal marks. The other person gave 1 mark less to the person who did not win the tambura, and the 1 marks higher to Sanika. So you guys were all almost equal powers. And also, even in Kanyakumari, also the same way. Like, in some judges gave the highest mark, some judges kind of gave the lowest mark because of, okay, when the traditionalists, when they see it, hey, what is the singing and playing together? I said, hey, how many people can do sing and play together? I was not the judge. I can only argue with them when they reduce the mark to give you guys the more marks. When sometimes the judges say, hey, it's an overall thing you said, and if the shruti is gone on somebody else, how can we just look at it as an overall? Like when they say that, I can't argue with them, but at the same time, you cannot give that particular person, you cannot bring him down, because him or her down, because her work is phenomenal. So based on everything, I argued with almost for every one of you, for your sake, for you to be the winner, because I didn't want just one person to walk away with a tambura. I wanted everybody to get the equal opportunity. So I raised, okay, hey, this judge and this judge gave the mark as you gave, and why did you give higher or lower to this person? I always argued with them. I fought with them for all of you guys to make sure that they judged right. And based on all these fights and all the arguments only, the final result came. The final, whoever won the last highest score won the tambura. But whoever won, did not win the tambura, did not lose it because you were too far away. And my heart goes to you all. I love you all equally. And please keep doing what you do. and you are amazing talents, and I would love to have you. I'm going to be bringing another event, performance events, and I want you guys to be part of it and start sending. It's like a whole 1 hour. I wanted you guys to be part of it and record it and send it. I wanted to keep promoting you guys to the maximum level, and wherever, I will be, next one will be the worldwide as something I'm presenting, and which is going to come in 2022. I want all of you to be part of it, and you all are the equal powers, and I want you all to win. And my love goes to you all. And I just wanted to mention that this shouldn't be, like a, you know, just Sanika and all other five of you, definitely, for your strong belief and the fight towards, the whole year, like what you guys put together, that's what matters. This was a whole year of a tough journey with the several rounds. Congratulations, of course, for every single one of you, over hundreds and thousands of other participants who took part in this competition. And you all know, like, you came long way, and you withstood and won still the first prize on this competition. I'm definitely honored to be one of the first ever executive host, and who conceived and curated these competitions to the worldwide performers for free of cost. Several of the competitions, the organizations are charging the, some, I don't know, I didn't notice it when many of them mentioned that they are putting some charges, but I wanted to make sure that this is given to you guys free of cost, to bring your talents out to the audience, and to encourage the purest talents, for all the people around the world. I just posted also the 2022 Tambura competition, and for the worldwide audience and performers again. And please do make sure that you and your family, or friends, and your school members, or college members, if you have, to make sure to participate and shine. I would say one word before I finish: perseverance does not always mean, winning or losing. Perseverance means showing up and, rising to the occasions and performing. And you guys all did that. Winning is definitely fun, but winning is not the point. Wanting to win is the point, and wanting to win, what you went through in the process, it is what I care for. And you guys did all that very, very fairly. And I give my entire self congratulating you, to be, who you are and did what you did. And definitely, we'll see you all soon. And a final thought to all my participants, and all also the other participants who are not there in this, platform, thinking about your training, and it should put a smile on your face. As glitch as it sounds, you are worth all the time and the energy you have put in. Unleash your emotions with a cheer, and even a signature roar after your tough workout that you did, and you're still walking out with your first prizes. And my love to you all, and I will see you all soon. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you all, audience, for being with us, for giving your encouragement and support to not only these six performers here, but the entire, performers throughout the year. And I will definitely come back and see you all very soon with another phenomenal event. Thank you all. Love to you all. Bye now.